And so, to answer your question, Mr. Senator, in spite of these recent events, I don't believe forcing superheroes to register with the government is the answer. This law would split the hero community right down the middle, with consequences I'm not sure any of us want to ponder.
Was that really your best shot?
Sneaking around doesn't become you, Steve.
Maybe I'll need the practice. Maybe we all will.
Don't be so melodramatic. This whole thing would affect you least of all. You're already deputized.
You almost sound like you agree with them. This Registration Act would tear down everything we've done, destroy a century-old tradition of...
I'm trying to save it, Steve. As much of it as I can, anyway. Don't you see where this is headed? All it's going to take is one more slip-up by anyone in a cape, and we'll be lucky if registration is the worst they do. They could just turn us all into criminals, hunt us all down.
No, they won't, Tony. Not in my country.
Now return to our special live episode of The New Warriors, coming to you straight from Stamford, Connecticut, where the Warriors have just been spotted by their supervillain quarry. Looks like it's on.
I've got Cold Heart, you guys. Hey, somebody snag Nitro. He's rabbiting.
Don't worry, Speedball. I'm on it. On your feet, Nitro. And don't bother trying any of your stupid exploding tricks.
Oh, baby, don't you even know? You're playing with the big boys now.
Reports now coming in from Stamford, Connecticut indicate a massive explosion in a residential neighborhood.
Just over 12 hours ago now, and preliminary casualties are said to be over 600. In Washington, rumblings on whether superhero reform should be brought to the table.
Following last week's devastating explosion, Congress has rushed through passage of the Superhuman Registration Act, with the president expected to sign it.
This is just completely insane, Hill. I won't do it.
I'm sorry, was it not clear I was giving you an order?
You're asking me to arrest people who risk their lives for this country every day.
No, I'm ordering you to obey the will of the American people, Captain. Either you help us bring them in, or we'll bring you in.
Weapons down, gentlemen. Or I...
Trank darts, now! Take him down! Take him down!
Son, if you want to stay conscious.
You idiot. We were trying to save lives.
Of all the people to go underground, Captain America. Now every superhero who disagrees with the act suddenly has a leader. Maybe we should hold off until...
That won't be necessary, Mr. President. Registration can go forward as planned. We'll take care of Captain America.
And with the passage of the Superhuman Registration Act earlier this week, superheroes around the country are being forced to choose a side. Do they register with the government to uphold the law, or become part of an underground resistance movement? So far...
Can you believe this is really going down? The act kicks in at midnight, but word is S.H.I.E.L.D's gonna be here sooner than that, taking signatures. Or prisoners. I want to talk to Cage about it, but he's too busy arguing with Mr. Fantastic over there. Maybe you can break into their little powwow and get some sense out of them.
Understand your skepticism, Luke, but you have to believe me. I've crunched the numbers, and we absolutely can't rebel against the government on this. If we do, the consequences...
Can't be any worse than burning the Constitution.
You're exaggerating. This is a temporary measure. Once things settle down...
I ain't buying it, Reed. And I can't believe somebody as brainy as you would.
Oh, hello. Good timing. Perhaps you can talk some sense into Mr. Cage here. He and Iron Fist seem determined to get arrested.
He's the one who needs a reality check. But good luck getting anywhere with that.
have reached the voicemail box of
Reed Richards.
Please leave your message at the tone.
Yeah, hey Reed, this is Ben. Look, I can't do this. Lord knows I've followed you into some pretty crazy places over the years, but somehow this is one place I can't go. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Registration's wrong, and I won't support a law I don't believe in, but I'm still a patriot. I ain't gonna fight my own government, so the way I see it, that leaves me only one choice. I'm out. Going underground till this thing blows over. Don't bother trying to find me.
Are you sure you can get us to Cap without leading them right to him?
Got it covered. You just stick with me.
But what about the rest? How can we convince...
They're gonna have to make their own choice. Stark, Richards, and Songbird are obviously a lost cause. But maybe. Well, speak of the devil. So you folks made up your minds yet? From what I hear, they ain't gonna give you much more time to sit on the fence.
Are absolutely necessary in today's world.
I ain't no government puppet, and I assume you feel the same way. There are worse things you could do than risk jail time to do the right thing. If they're enforcing unconstitutional laws and hunting you down like a dog, hell yeah. Cap in charge, as long as it takes. Simple, yeah. Easy, no. But I know Cap. He'll get us through. Look, you got what you need to know. I got stuff to talk over with these guys.
Hey, good times, huh? I can. The government's always wanted to take us down a peg. Now they see their chance. But Cap showed us what we need to do. And you sound naive. Between you and me, I hope so. I have no intention of registering. And we're gonna need a leader. People have died. Nothing can change that. But we can't let it keep us from doing what we know is right. Look, personal freedom is what Cap's fighting for. This is your choice to make. I know which way I'm going. Hopefully you do too.
Hey, you come to a decision yet?
Superheroes just before the Stanford incident.
For now, yeah, it is. Stanford would never have happened if superheroes had proper oversight. We don't let cops run around shooting whoever they want. If somebody wants the authority to take on bad guys, they need to answer to somebody. No one's got a better reason to be paranoid than I do. And I'm telling you, this is the way it's gotta go. Technically, that's true. But someone supervising their actions could have saved those innocents. Look, I can't make the decision for you. Just remember, we're supposed to protect people. Signing up for training and accountability is the best way to do that.
And so, in a worst-case scenario, we'd find ourselves in the equivalent of a superpowered civil war.
Heroes so busy fighting each other, the criminals get a free pass.
Exactly. That's where you and the Thunderbolts would come in, Melissa. We need you to help S.H.I.E.L.D. keep crime under control while we focus on... Oh, hello again. I'm glad to see you're not going off half-cocked like Luke, Danny, and Eli over there seem to be. We need cooler heads to prevail at a time like this. There's morality and there's practicality. I may have personal issues with the act, but I also have hard evidence that if we rebel against it, the entire world's future will be imperiled. So, there's really only one sane choice here. I'm not saying the SRA is evil, but going down a path we know leads to disaster would certainly be irresponsible and foolish. I'm not sure that's been determined. Incarceration, most likely. Those who violently resist might accidentally be harmed. Of course not. But anyone who openly resists law enforcement should know the risk they're taking. I'm sorry, I can't discuss this indefinitely with you. I hope you make the intelligent choice here.
Going into a...
All superhumans, the Registration Act is in effect.
You are now required to meet with Commander Hill and register your identity with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Dr. Pym, last variant nanite samples have just arrived for you from the Baxter building.
I'm glad to see you're willing to meet with me on civil terms. Once you register, I'm sure we'll have a productive relationship. The paperwork is right here. Step up and sign, please. Because it's the law, and because if you don't, we'll drop you so fast your super little heads will spin. So, what's it gonna be, heroes? Just sign up here and you'll be bona fide law enforcement agents. You're not looking to start trouble, are you? Smart move. I'm glad to see you're going through with registration. Congratulations on making the right choice, heroes. The only one you really had. I'll look forward to working with you.
No! How could you? Cage told me I should have left with him and Iron Fist, but I didn't believe you'd do this! You damn traitors!
Well, looks like your first assignment just walked through the door. Either convince that idiot to register, or take him down.
Flag Boy make X on paper, or Hulk smash!
Shut up! There's nothing you can say to make me join you. This is for Cap!
An unfortunate introduction to government service for you. I'm sorry it had to come to that. Cage and Iron Fist refused to sign and escaped, and they're apparently not alone. I'm just glad you made the correct decision. Let's head back into the main area. We're gonna have our hands full, I expect, and I'm sure Tony will want to thank you personally once he gets back from Washington.
I don't need to tell you that you've made the right choice. You're here. And that means you understand the reality of our situation. You know what we're up against. Who we're up against. We simply can't restore the public's faith in us, while Captain America and his recruits are still playing by the old rules.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to use their expanded authority to keep supervillain activity in check. That leaves us with responsibility for dealing with the rogue heroes.
We need to act decisively to end this fast. We have a few leads, and may be close to identifying one or more locations being used as hideouts by the rebels. Come back here later. By then, we should have something more solid. Captain America's people are equipping themselves for a war. We need to cut off their supply lines before they can fortify. We've been tracking some suspicious cargo entering the Jersey City shipyards. We believe it's headed for a hideout being set up by the unregistered heroes.
Our original hope was to catch Cap himself. But my money says Cable is behind this op. He must be establishing this facility to support Captain America wherever he's hiding. Expect strong resistance. Cap's managed to turn a number of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to his cause. Apparently, they call themselves the White Star in his honor. And I'm sure he sent some of the unregistered heroes in for support.
Bishop will be running the show on the ground. If we can shut down this operation, we'll send a powerful message to Captain America and his followers.
Move it! We gotta get this cargo inside!
S.H.I.E.L.D. could be here any minute. Look sharp.
Okay, we're all here. Now listen up. Black Widow's going to scout ahead and locate the rebel hideout. Meanwhile, we'll provide a distraction by destroying this shipment before they can unload it. We'll do what we have to do. These are good people we're going up against, but they're breaking the law. Now let's get a move on before they realize we're here. Good. Let's keep moving and meet up with Widow. Follow them. Lead us to the hideout.
just in time to create the diversion I need. Their base is somewhere nearby. If you distract the guards, I'll find a way to get you in. Fear has nothing to do with it. We can't afford to have them lock down the base. I'll make sure you have an entrance.
They're trapped. Get them.
You're good. Go! Go! Go!
I've sealed the base. The only way through that door is through us. Time will tell who wins, but I'm on the right side and you know it. We're not backing down. If you go down this road, you're going to have to take on all of us.
Spider-Woman needs backup. Get them off of her.
That should hold her. The SHIELD agents could take Spider-Woman in, but the base is still sealed.
Your entry point, as promised. This is an old Hydra terrorist base. I recognize the layout. You can get around the blast door through here, but there will be another sealed door inside. You can try to break through if you want, but it'll take major firepower to destroy the inner barrier. I will bring Spider-Woman to the detention center. You head inside and find a way through that second blast door.
I don't care what you do to me. I did the right thing. I expected more from you. They've turned you into superhuman thugs with badges. I've got nothing else to say to you.
This ends here, lackeys!
Stop the fascists!
Turrets! Take them down before they cut us to shreds. Good work. Shield's coming down. Rockets from below! Watch out! Hold your ground! Don't let them swarm us!
Now that's what I call a break.
We need more men!
Destroy the power cells on the door frame. I think I know how we can get through. Break the power cells to the left and right of the door. Now the other. Gonna feel that in the morning. All right, let's keep moving.
Hutchins, they're headed your way. Break out the big guns and slow them down.
This is as far as I go. I've got to keep the door open from here so you can get through. Cable's uploading a lot of data. You have to reach him before he finishes transferring that intel. Stay focused on our objective. Stop that upload at any cost. Now get a move on. I'll be in touch via radio.
They just keep coming. Hold them off. I need more time to get this data sent to Cap.
Yeah, you go ahead and take a nap now. Oh, this is fun!
Vile turncoats! Thy betrayal will be met with flame!
Traitors! You shall not pass!
Hold them back. Captain America needs this data.
Quick, get to Cable's computer console before the rest of the intel is transferred.
Thought you'd never ask. Ready when you are.
So this is what you've come to, Tony? Chasing old friends through underground tunnels? At least I'm not hiding from the truth like you are. Thanks for giving us a clear picture of what we're up against, Tony. We'll be ready for you next time. Count on it.
Your capture of Cable, Hercules, and Spider-Woman a few weeks back seems to have put a serious crimp in Cap's plans. Thanks to all our hard work, more unregistered heroes and superpowered criminals are being rounded up every day. Of course, it's one thing to capture them, and quite another to make sure they stay that way.
As you may have heard, our massive new holding facility in the negative zone is now up and running. Codenamed Prison 42. It's a clean, safe, and totally secure detention center for unregistered superhumans. Access is possible only through a network of strictly controlled trans-dimensional portals, the first of which is situated deep in the Rikers Island prison.
We're still hoping this conflict can be resolved quickly, but in case that's not possible, Prison 42 will serve our cause well. We've built in multiple fail-safes to ensure that it's completely inescapable. It should give unregistered heroes good reason to reconsider their position. Despite our recent victories, the anti-registration movement continues to grow. S.H.I.E.L.D. is too busy dealing with opportunistic supervillains to help us. So we've decided to bolster our ranks with some allies you might find surprising. There are dozens of superpowered criminals now being held in Prison 42. Collectively, they represent a formidable fighting force. Our goal is to harness that potential to help us win this war. Reed?
We recovered some highly advanced nanotech from the Latverian attack on New York, and have found a way to use it to control the behavior of higher mammals, including humans. We've injected nanites into the bloodstreams of a number of these incarcerated superfelons. The nanites, tiny machines as small as a red blood cell, situate themselves in the host nervous system. This forms an electronic network that we can wirelessly tap into, allowing us to remotely monitor and control these unpredictable but powerful new allies.
In addition to the behavior control system, there's also a failsafe. Using it, we can remotely render the host unconscious at any time.
The system has passed all preliminary trials, but now it's time for a field test, under real-world conditions.
That's where you come in. A number of unregistered heroes are about to be transferred to their new homes in Prison 42. You will protect their convoy, and once we feel the time is right, we'll deploy one of our nanite-controlled agents to assist you. If he gets out of line, we'll take care of it. Delivering these prisoners and proving out the nanite control system are two important steps to ending this war once and for all.
Here they come! Take positions!
Shield incoming!
Flank! Flank!
The hell is... Oh, holy crap, he got...
staring at? You act like you never...
Yo, whoops. Sorry about that, Mr. Stark. I guess I forgot to lock down Venom's vocals. Anyway, my buddy and I are here to help. Widow figured we could give you folks a hand. Will do, sir. I'll have them follow your lead.
Sorry to interrupt, Tony, but we've got more White Star inbound across the street. We need you to deal with them.
Well, look who's here. The real heroes. You know, like I used to be, until I refused to sign a piece of paper. I mean, look at you. Do you even see yourselves? You're standing there with Venom, and you still think you're the good guys? I'm not standing down.
Shutdown signal worked like a charm. He's in perfect stasis. Okay, I'm gonna bring him back online. Mr. Stark, Hank Pym is requesting that we bring Venom back to HQ. Everything's nominal, but he's detecting some unexpected signal traffic. Probably nothing. Not a lot, sir, if you ask me. There's a slight bit of signal carryover on the network. That's it. We'll be back once they give the all clear. Admit it, you'll miss having this pretty face around.
Delta, we still need you on the High Line. Use that crane to... Look out! Convoy, this is Widow. The High Line is clear. Move out. Lost it! How did White Star get through? Delta team, hit the street. We'll take care of the chopper.
Madrox is off the leash. Repeat, Madrox is free.
He can't duplicate himself forever. Keep up!
What the Sam Hill do you think you're doing here, Reed? Besides tearing up my home turf? I don't know. I do know you guys showed up first. Nothing good can come of all this, Reed, and what's happening here just proves it. If you say so, where do you...
Heads up, Delta! More multiple man duplicates.
Roger that. Just loading them into the new transport now.
10-4, alternate route Charlie, now clear to 40th Street.
Sheesh. You were right about them White Star guys, Stretcho. Seems like they'll stop at nothing. All I know is, they sure ain't acting like heroes, so I guess you can count me in, Reed. I'm gonna stay here and make sure the cleanup goes nice and smooth. Call me later if you need my help.
Okay, Delta team, back up to the rooftops to continue your sweep. We may not be out of the woods yet.
When did everything get so dad-blame complicated?
What's the deal with the second transport?
Got me? Black Widow, are you in contact with Transport Beta? We got some unusual behavior here.
Negative. They're not responding to our signal. We've got a visual. Wait! We have prisoners escaping from Transport Beta. Repeat, Prisoners escaping on foot. Looks like Cap himself broke them out. All units close in. They're headed up to the rooftop. Delta team, you're in position to cut them off. Move! Move!
Did you honestly think we'd let you waltz right through Midtown with our people locked up? Sorry, but you were wrong in a very big way.
Don't let them get away!
Better worry about yourselves first.
Coming up, Widow. Need a light? You know what they say, the bigger they are.
That's quite enough, Swanson. Well done, Delta Team. All transports, you're clear to proceed. We lost 2 prisoners, but Captain America lost Goliath. I'd say that's a fair trade.
The nanite-controlled criminals we enlisted have made a huge difference in our struggle to both fight crime and deal with the unregistered heroes. We now have dozens of these agents in Prison 42, ready to support us at a moment's notice. The tide may be turning in our favor, but the longer this conflict drags on, the greater the chance of devastating repercussions. We intend to find a way to end this thing as quickly and cleanly as possible. Given what you've done for our side so far, we know you'll be a big part of that solution. This superpowered civil war has gone on for too long. It's time to finish it. And with any luck, we can do it without firing a shot. We're going to lure the anti-reg forces to an unpopulated location by faking a major disaster. Once they arrive, we'll cut off any and all avenues of escape. Then, we'll be in a position to offer them one last chance to lay down their arms and register. If they refuse, we'll still have them trapped with nowhere to run. You'll help guard the perimeter. If things get ugly, make sure Cap and his crew don't escape.
How many trapped workers did the radio say?
Over 300. But something's weird. I'm not getting anything over my infonet. No panic signals, nothing.
What's wrong, Cable?
Look, get us out of here. It's a trap.
Of course it's a trap. How else were we gonna get you all in one place? Skybird 1, is the area fully cordoned?
Roger, perimeter sealed.
No one's leaving the zone without our say-so.
Copy that. Stand by.
Stand by? You and S.H.I.E.L.D. going soft, Tony?
We didn't come here to arrest you, Cap. I talked S.H.I.E.L.D. into offering all of you a chance at amnesty.
You mean surrender? Thanks, but I think I'd rather take my chances.
Cap, please.
You know how hard I tried to fight this. But that was before Stamford. The public doesn't want secret identities anymore. Registration is the only way to make them feel safe when we're around. Just give me a chance to tell you our plans for my 21st century overhaul.
You've got 5 minutes.
That's all I'll need. What the hell?
You there. I need your help. Something big's going down. Those villains Stark's been controlling have gone off the leash. They've set up a trap on the Cortex that could blow everyone here to Kingdom Come. I was trying to keep people safe. If you still care about that, follow me and see for yourself. Come on. We need to head to the central facility of the plant. I'll stabilize the bombs and toss them to you. Then you dispose of them. Oh, and keep those two busy, would you? We'll have to sort out the details later. Heads up. Grab that thing and get rid of it. Use that vent to get rid of the bombs. Well. Look who's back in the land of the living.
Oh, where in the Sam Hill am I? What happened?
You're in a secret shield base that only I know about. Well, I guess now you know about it too. You guys did a good job of buying me time to defuse those bombs. I got most of them. But not all. Neither side's getting too specific, but a good number of those heroes got pretty badly hurt in the explosions, including yourselves. No one saw what those mind-controlled freaks were trying to do, or that we tried to stop them. So it was up to me to save you. While you healed up, I tried to warn Stark about what really happened.
Ah, come on, Tony. I'm telling you, those mind-controlled criminals of yours were completely out of control. They're the ones who rigged the explosions. I tried to...
And I'm telling you, it's impossible. Our records show the villains were accounted for the entire time.
Someone hijacked them. I saw it myself.
I don't know what your angle is this time, old man, and frankly, I don't care. I got a war to win. Either help me do that, or get out of the way.
Well, things didn't go much better with old wingtips either.
Sorry, Fury. You've got no evidence. And I need more than your word these days. Besides, if Stark's attack dogs really are turning on him and S.H.I.E.L.D., so much the better. Serve them right.
Explosion at a New Jersey chemical plant. At least 4 heroes are still missing and are presumed dead.
They can deny it all they want, but something big is going down. Maybe even bigger than this civil war you're all having so much fun with. Someone out there's trying to take advantage of the situation. Maybe by now I could have figured out who if I hadn't been too busy playing nursemaid to you grunts. You owe me. And since you're all presumed dead by both sides, you're the perfect little group to check out of this war, at least for a bit, to help me figure this thing out. You with me?
All right, Fury. We're in.
All right, listen up. Tinkerer here has been trying to figure out who might be pulling the strings of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s nanite criminals when no one's looking.
Since I had some involvement in the original nanotechnology S.H.I.E.L.D. has converted for their use, I was optimistic that I could puzzle out the situation with the data already available. However, that has not proven to be the case. I have nothing more than conjecture at this point. In order to determine what's really happening, I will need to view the networking logs for S.H.I.E.L.D.'s nanite control grid. Unfortunately, their signal is highly encrypted. It could take years to break their code and directly access their servers.
But we don't have time for that, obviously. The shorter and quicker routes to physically transmit that data directly from their servers, which we've discovered are located in Rikers Island Penitentiary. So that's where you're headed. Now don't worry. I know trying to bust into that place on your own would be near impossible, since it also contains the portal to Stark's Negative Zone prison. But we got information that Captain America and his forces are about to stage a prison break to release their buddies from the Negative Zone. They'll have to smash through Rikers to get there. We'll take advantage by having you piggyback on their incursion. While they're driving toward the portal, you follow in their wake and get that data sent to us. Then we can figure out who the hell's grabbing control of these psychos and why.
Tenants, stay here and guard this door. No one gets through, understand? And keep an eye on these nanite-controlled prisoners.
Okay.
Not so fast. I've got my orders. You won't get past me. You won't! Oh man, they're all loose!
We got the transmission, and Tinkerer's done a quick analysis on the data. It doesn't look good.
We were concerned that an unknown megalomaniac might be overriding S.H.I.E.L.D.'s nanite control signals with intentions unknown. However, the truth is much stranger, and potentially much more troubling. There is no secret mastermind pulling the strings of these criminals. The network that links their minds has become large and complex enough to emerge as its own intelligence. A neural net whose intellect grows each time they inject another host with the nanites.
The only reason this thing hasn't already spread like wildfire is because S.H.I.E.L.D. lets just a few of them out at a time.
Correct. If the entire group were released from lockdown, they could escape Prison 42 and quickly spread across the Earth like a techno-plague. Everyone would eventually become part of its collective consciousness.
We already saw they could override S.H.I.E.L.D. control. Wouldn't there be any way to stop them?
To determine that, I would need a pure, untainted sample of the nanite material. One that hasn't yet been injected into a host.
Okay, they must have some of that in their negative zone jailhouse. And we won't get a better chance to head in there and grab some of that stuff than right now, while the heroes are still beating the crap out of each other. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Sit tight till I arrive to help you out.
Ugh. Teleporting makes my skin crawl. But you'll need my help, and I can't send a decoy into the negative zone. Signal won't cross over. I expect Cap and Iron Man will still be butting heads in there. Let's move while they're distracted. This is the best shot we're gonna get to break into that prison. We gotta take it. Otherwise, nobody will be sitting on an antidote that could save humanity from this thing.
Huh. And I thought everyone was too busy fighting each other to watch out for innocents. Let me help. I can activate the portal for you.
Thanks, Robbie.
Go on through. I'll be ready to help you anytime.
It's a lot easier getting into this place than getting out. I'll head to the portal control room to make sure this gate's open for us when it's time to book. The nanite labs are a few levels below us. Head down there and grab us that pure sample. I'll meet you back here. I expect you to remember why we're here and what's at stake. Don't flake out on me now. I'll let you know when I reach the control room. From there, I should be able to help clear your way. Now get going.
Sounds like they're prepping someone for nanite injection. Try to stop them before they use up that pure sample we're after.
Stay back. I'm gonna skip the startup protocol and take direct control ASAP. Should have this freak on the leash any second. Now, overload the decontamination field.
Good work, team. You should be clear to head back to the portal. No one's gonna stop you. They're all too busy partying it up in the cell blocks.
We'll never reach the jail cells at this rate.
Are those the conduits we saw in the schematics?
Yeah, the only exposed power cables for both the main systems and the backups.
Those get cut, and all the cells open up? Including S.H.I.E.L.D.'s remote control super criminals?
You got it. But the released prisoners might give S.H.I.E.L.D. more than they can handle, at least for a few minutes. Could help cover our escape.
quite like that, but I'll take it. Control, watch what you're doing to those prisoners. They just... Damn it, Swanson! Get those prisoners attacking the right targets!
We're trying, sir, but they're not responding. The inhibitor transmissions aren't having any effect.
Then swipe their nanochains! Shut them down, now!
No effect, Mr. Stark. The villains are completely out of control.
You don't say.
Looks like Fury was right about your nanite-injected slaves.
We had it under control until you busted in here and released them all.
Gentlemen, I suggest we focus on getting our people out of here alive.
Where did you... It doesn't matter. We need your help. Something's gone terribly wrong with the nanite control systems. Based on what? The rantings of a manipulative...
Tony, there's no time to fight about this. We've got to work together to get everyone out of here.
You're right. But this portal's offline. We're going to need to fight through the escaped inmates to get power flowing to it again.
It won't be easy. Their link seems to make them nearly invulnerable.
And you do? Okay, fine. You're elected. Get power restored ASAP.
Head to the top of the cell blocks to reach the power conduits. Tony and I can hold this portal as a rally point. Send any heroes you run into back here.
Sorry about what I said before. You and Fury kept your eyes on the ball while the rest of us were fighting over who was right. I only hope it's not too late.
Movie drive! Zombie creeps!
You still have the chance.
Well, that was a hell of a show.
Guess ratings must have been down.
Is he alive?
He sure is. Don't worry. You'll get your interview.
Fish guy.
Better not be heavy.
Come here, you.
You made it. Was Fury behind you?
Closed off from the other side.
What do you think it means? Did Fury
Step
detonate?
to one side, Captain. You and your friends here are under arrest.
For Pete's sake, Hill, these people need medical attention.
He's right. Lower your weapons and call in the medics.
No, Stark. I'm under direct orders from the President. The SRA dictates that these unregistered...
We're giving everyone temporary amnesty on my authority. At least until we figure out what just happened. If you have a problem with that, Commander Hill, you're going to have to take it up with all of us.
Get the medics down here.
All right, Stark. I've lost contact with you, so I'm assuming you made it through the portal. I'll leave this log just in case, well, whatever. Just need to get this countdown started.
There is not enough free memory to run this program. Quit one or more programs and then try again.
Stark, your IT department sucks.
Protocol accessed. Initiating self-destruct countdown. 5 minutes remaining till self-destruct.
Get the hell out of here.
4:59. 4:58. 4:55.
4:52. Looks like my time's already up.
Disrupt delay. Reduce the 30 seconds. Your destination.
So many lives apparently lost, and yet lost so that many more lives might be saved. We may not know the true fate of Nicholas Fury, but we do know he showed his willingness to sacrifice himself on behalf of us all. For him, and for the rest of the missing and presumed deceased, we ask Almighty God to watch over their souls. Amen.
What's he doing here? Isn't he the host of that show? Oh, yeah. And he started it. He's behind everything. He killed all these people and framed us for it. Just so he could make a little bit more cash.
We've got enough to run with the story.
Well, I'll be. The three of you brought down this big shot. I'm impressed.
The story is going to be big, huge. It's award material.
He's out cold? We ought to make sure he stays that way. Wait. We need to keep him alive. Why? Capital punishment was made for a guy like this. There'll be a lot of people out there who want to see him pay for what he's done. We just need to sit on it until the rescue. Fine. We'll do it your way. I'll stand watch first. He's not going anywhere for a while. Great. Listen, I'll be back for the rescue. I'm gonna go see if I can find a high vantage point. Get some pictures of the military rolling in.
I've got to hand it to Fury. I'm not sure we ever would have found this place if you hadn't led us here.
Yeah, lucky he found someone who was willing to help him check out that nanite thing. Too bad he had to die before the rest of you took it serious.
You're right, but I'm not ready to buy that Fury and the others are dead. Not yet. We found no bodies, detected no explosion. How can we be sure what really happened?
Tony and I have already been over this a dozen times. We can't be sure, not without a working portal to the negative zone, and that will take us weeks to bring online.
Great. So in the meantime, it just goes down as a mystery?
Yes, but we do have some evidence of Fury's success. I've been monitoring, and there's still no sign of the nanite collective signals here on Earth. It's a shame that Tinkerer seems to have escaped. I was hoping his research would corroborate my own. Still, I believe I can use this scanner to confirm that the nanites haven't... Oh no.
What is it?
Nanite control signals. Hundreds. Maybe thousands of them.
Fury failed?
We all failed. We lost our way.
And now the world pays the price.